Hi friends, I believe you have already watched the previous two videos in which we are discussing 101 tips for WordPress website to make your WordPress website successful, secure and user friendly. So this is being the third video in which we are going to discuss another 10 points to make your WordPress website successful. And follow the link given in the description if you have yet not watched the another two videos, and continue watching these series of videos because it is really very important, and it might be looking like reading on the screen, but these points are really important for your WordPress website. And I'm not going to tell you how to do, but I am exactly going to tell you what to do. Just in case if you want any support or discussion, don't hesitate asking any question in the description of the comment section of this video. So just follow the link given in the description and let us start the point number 31 of this series. I'm sorry, this is point number 21. This is being the third video. So if you have completed your development and your WordPress website is complete, and if you have developed your website for your client, or if you are giving some other persons to handle your website with some editor access or administrator access, you might be needing to disable the theme and plugin editor so that your website may remain secure and safe in case of multiple administrators of your WordPress website, or you are making website for your client and don't want to give the right to edit the theme or plugin. You can disable the theme edit or plugin edit options. It is very simple, and you can just write a line of code before in the WP config file. This is the line of code, and this line of code will be available in the blog that is connected with this video, and the link is in the description of this video. Don't worry about this. You can copy this line of code from there and you can put in the WP config file. The 22nd point says use Legi load image system. So again it is about the optimizing your WordPress website and enhancing or increasing the speed or increasing the performance of your website. So with Legi loading image option, images are only loaded when users scroll to them. So if your page is having multiple images, at least home page may contain multiple images, and all images will not be loaded in one go while loading the website. Once the user scroll down to the page, the image will be loaded accordingly. So this makes the initial load time of web page much faster when compared to regular loading of the images. This improves not only your users experience but also your SEO. So you can use this feature through CDN or cache plugin that you are using on your website. And if you want to know more about this feature, just ping us through the WP Themes Services tab. I will definitely let you know the best suitable solution for your WordPress website regarding the lazy load of images. So there are multiple ways, and let us discuss the next point, that is 23rd point. So you need to remove query string from static resources. So if you are getting suggestion in the GT matrix, you might be aware about the GT matrix, that is page load speed, performance matrix, and all such reports can be obtained at GT matrix or Pingdom tools. So if you are getting suggestion in GT matrix or Pingdom tools to test to remove the query string, like this is being the query string example, and if you are getting this message you need to remove the query string, you can do this by adding following line of code in the functions.php file. So this is the line of code, and again this will be available in the connected blog, that the link is available in the description. So you have to add this line of code to remove the query string, and this will again improve your website performance. The 24th point says don't allow to access the .htaccess file. This is very important file that is having important configuration about your WordPress website, and if anyone can access the htaccess, it might be possible the spammer or hacker can change the htaccess details, and it may harm your website, or your website may completely stop working. So it should be by default disabled by the hosting provider, but just in case if it is not disabled, you need to add a certain line of code in your htaccess file itself. This is a simple line of code, and you just copy this line of code and paste on your htaccess file. So it will be, the access will be denied for rest of users, the rest of world. Okay, just in case, the 25th point says how to use custom fonts. If in case you want to change the custom fonts that is not available on your WordPress admin panel or theme panel, and you want to change the custom font, so you can change these fonts, the available fonts, to another font by using 3 important plugins, any of these plugins. So these 3 plugins are very common and very popular and very tested in this regard, so you can have any of these plugins to change the font at your WordPress website. The 26th point says split blog comments with pagination. So if at any blog or any post you are getting multiple comments, that is very good indication that that particular blog or post is very popular among your users, and you might be getting multiple comments. But if the comments increases and it continue to load on a single page, it is going to impact the speed of that particular page, and since being that the page very popular, it is important to load faster, and that page should load fast. So it is advised that if you are getting good number of comments on your blog, you may use pagination for comments. So it is very simple, and it can be done through the setting, and here is the process, and you can just go to the setting and take the break comments into pages options. That will be done, you will be done. The next point is how to change the read more text. So you might be aware about this, but it is not so simple, and you may need to add certain line of code in functions.php file. So read more text is available everywhere in a WordPress website, and at least on blog you can find this text, and you might be needing to change this text to another text. So it is a simple line of code through which you can change the read more text into another text. So this is the line of code, and you can copy this line of code and put it on functions.php file. It will be done. Okay, so let us discuss another point. This is about the migration of WordPress site. So there is a video on this channel only that will let you know how to migrate the WordPress website safely to another host or another domain, and you will be able to do this by using WP Migrate plugin. But yes, there is another method that through which you can manually migrate the WordPress website, and you have to follow these 5 or 6 steps that have been mentioned here, and you can follow these steps, and I'm going to discuss these steps in the connected blog, and again you have to follow the link given in the description to get these steps. And the steps are very clearly written, but I will again recommend you to use migration plugins, and there are two videos in fact. So in one video I have shown the 5 major migration plugins that you can use for migrating your WordPress website, cloning your WordPress website, or for regular web backing up of your website. So just follow that video, and even you can use these steps for manual migration of your WordPress website. Okay, so another is how to change the WordPress domain name. It is very common requirement and it is very simple step. So under settings you can change the WordPress URL, and you can simply, you have to change to URL for site and URL WordPress address and site address. Under setting it is available, so just make sure you change the both. And the last point in this video, so revert to classic WordPress editor. So you might not be using, or you might not be compatible in Gutenberg editor that is going on the latest version of WordPress. So you may revert back your WordPress website to classic editor through which you are more familiar, that works like a Word file. So it is very simple, and you need to install a classic editor WordPress plugin for this, and you will be able to use the classic editor rather than using the Gutenberg advanced editor. So this is all for this video, and in the next video I'm going to discuss another 10 points, and that will be part 4 of the series 101 tips for WordPress website. Keep watching, keep building. Thank you.